Alright, here we go. Alright guys, so this is, I'll be real, this is really hard for me. Like, things, oh, so, the last 12 months, I was miserable 12 months ago, put it that way. Absolutely fucking miserable. It was basically making money, respected job, but as everyone knows, bills, life, distractions, things I would spend money on because I felt like I needed to, it was, but I was always chasing someone, always trying to fill other people's cups, make people happy, try and make myself happy. It was pretty, I felt alone. I felt disconnected. I felt like no one understood me. It's really hard. I've never told this story before. Never fully. People know bits and pieces that know me, but like, I called it. It's like my gift. I had to heal so much to try and be where I want to be, to get what I need to be, to try and be happy. And it just came to a it's basically like a story of, it's gonna sound dumb, an old freaking romance fucking novel or some shit, I don't know, but like, it's just like, I was always unlucky in love, always gave too much, overcompensated, all that sort of shit, normal fucking shit, normal crap. I'll very romantic. Believed in like, wanted to believe in like fucking one person fucking sweep you off your feet or whatever it is. Well, I was at work, and next thing you know, a young girl comes in, a lot younger than me. I'm 36 years old, but I just had a conversation with her. Something sparked. Like, obviously, she was really cute. I thought, way out of my league. I should never go for a blow with me, but that was my image. It was like, that's who I really saw myself as. It was just limited me so much in what I wanted to do. It was self-imposed limitations to keep me in my lane, pretty much. Like, it was fucked up. That's Jeremy, by the way. Cheers, a boy. Where's Jeremy? Where? Yeah, I'm on boat. Curious what you have to say. I digress. I'm a dickhead, but I mean, I like being, I'm happy fuck with. But yeah, so she come in, I messaged her, I added her on Facebook, because it was something, like, it was just really good conversation, I don't know what it was, something just sparked, and next thing you know, she's talking to me, and it's just intense. It was the most intense thing I've ever experienced. It was like, this person was me almost. It was like a mirror. It was someone understood me, been through the same traumas, same deals almost. Saw me and found me interesting. So I was always told, basically fucking always black sheep sort of thing, like a lot of family trauma, ostracization, like not in the physical sense. It's not always physical. It can be in the emotional or whatever it is, like a parent's trauma. If they don't deal with it, it goes onto the child. Like their actions, whatever they're doing, it causes things. It causes reactions, overreactions to behaviours that like are normal. Like, something might be out of place, it's easily fixed, bit of spilled milk, but it's like that overreaction. Yeah, it comes from traumas. It comes from things that we've experienced in the past that had to be done through survival mode. And that survival mode is what those behaviours have got us through that, which is not bad. And that's what we hate ourselves for. We're so bad on it. We're like, why did this happen? But I'll get into that. That's another part of the journey. That was later on. This is the first part. So basically, met her, blah blah blah, and just had this, like, oh, I can't, it's like movies. It was like movies. I remember I was sitting in my land room, and like, I knew she finished work at a certain time and she'd drive home at a certain time. For some reason I thought she'd go this way, but she'd never go that way. But like, I found out later. But like, I was just like, well, I hope that I'll just drive I'll just get to see, like, drive past. Like, what's the talk? It was really good, but like, just wanted to see her. Like, I just didn't want to be that needy bloke. Sorry, that word. But I didn't want to be the needy bloke, so I just like, we just wanted to see her face. Be happy just to fucking drive past her and see her face. That's all I wanted to do. And I got fucking, someone just told me to sit down just for a bit and got distracted. Happy distractions, I suppose I call them. Like when you're following your heart, just things just happen for reasons. I'm telling you. But like, it was just like, so then I got in the car. I drove, and I had to stop at the smoke shop in a lakeside shopping centre. So a little centre, little complex, fucking really bad car park, pothole, central, with some shops around the side. But it is a good, handy place, and some really nice people work there. Good local businesses. So, man, if you're around, go check them out. Anyway, yeah, but when I got out, I just completely forgot. I was just, thinking, and next thing you know, 2 seconds later, there's a car bipping me a bummer. I mean, cars are rear, and it was funny enough. It was, I'm thinking, who's this? What's going on here? Big black glasses, fucking nice fancy car. I'm like, who's this? I get all paranoid, like, fucking, who wants to talk to me, sort of thing. Like, always being back at the pack, or always being put myself at the back of the pack, to be honest. But yeah, I pulled over on the side of the road. It was her. I was thinking to myself, can't be her. This can't be happening. This won't be her. There's not a chance. I pulled up and it was her. I had a ciggy in my hand at the time, cigarette. I was like, fuck, just give me a cigarette. My dream passion is to be a boxer, and like, I'm making those dreams happen. And like, I do. Everyone's not perfect. You do have the odd slips, and you got to be okay with you doing those slips, and say you recover from those. Like, nothing ever defeats you if you get up again. I'm telling you right now, nothing ever defeats you if you get back up again. And when you get back up again, you know how you went down, so you try and avoid that, and it just makes you not get down as easy. So like, eventually, you just don't go down. Simple as that. It's a grind. It's just like, are you willing to give up before, like, do all this hard work and then just give up on it halfway through and just stay down after you've done it fucking 100 times? It just makes no sense. Just keep getting up, and you'll always get up. No one wants someone who gets up all the time and they keep putting down. They'll get sick of it and they'll stop doing it. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, it was her. Fucking next thing you know, we're talking on the side of the road, 20 minutes. Well, it actually was longer than that, but it was amazing. Got to hold her and cuddle her, and a couple more conversations. She rang me on weird occasions, and she wanted to freaking. It was just words cannot fathom the connection that was felt. Put it that way. And then all of a sudden, nothing. And a lot of people can probably relate to this. It's just like the old cat, like just the old ghost. It's the easier option of all the things, I think. But it's like, it does hurt. It does. No one ever thinks about how the other person is, what the other person's gone through in their previous life, or there is previous lives, but like a previous in their previous years, traumas, what they've dealt through, and what could be the last straw. You know what I mean? Like, when all someone wants to truly do is love. And do you know what? If everyone, like, you don't, like, to understand something like why it is not happiness, they're ghosting, it may be hard, but at the same time, it's like, it makes you stronger as a person and more empathetic and better than another person that I can understand and have closure. Like, it's such a big thing. Like, people, the word why, like, why is this happening to me? Like, why did they do this? It's literally the key to, like, solving all your past traumas is why. Like, just sit with those feelings and ask yourself, why? Why am I feeling like this? Then follow that to the next step. Okay, well, I feel like this because of this. Well, how come that makes me feel like that? Is this like, you're like, you start thinking about past events, similar events, and like, yeah, well, that's the same anger. I can't figure out why yet. Though that person pissed me off, or they stole me. Oh, sorry, dumb shit just coming to my mind. But like, they took my baseball. You got my baseball? But anyway, so it's off. Meet the fuck, not meet the fuckers. Something About Mary. Good movie, really funny movie, beautiful movie, funny as fuck, but it's just like life. But anyway, you got my baseball? You got my baseball? Yeah. It's yeah, just the key to trying things. But anyway, she ghosted me, and there was we were still talking and sort of stuff, but it was like sort of like just for breadcrumbing almost is what it is. That's the technical term that people use these days. Breadcrumbing, it was. And get occasionally get emotions, but then there was like 12 months of just like you could feel this person. It was just constant. I still feel it now. Still together. She's still on. Got a fucking whole story about that one. They're coming up. It's actually quite heartbreaking. It's actually quite sad. Actually, beautiful and sad. It was like confirmation of everything that I was feeling over the last 12 months. But and them confessing their feelings, which I never thought I would hear, but got to hear them, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever saw. And it was everything that how I feel, and everything that's happening with me, and how I feel, and we mirror each other, and everything, and without even speaking, it was crazy. And then be like straight away, just like back to trauma again, like scared, like can't fathom the emotions. I don't know what I actually didn't fucking. Expectations of other people's thoughts of how you should be happy instead of what actually makes you happy. That's what it is. And it's absolutely bullshit because it else makes you miserable. And in the end, you don't make those people happy because you're never going to do what they want you to do. They always want more. It means you'll never be happy and you'll never meet approval, so what's the point? Might as well, why are you living by their expectations anyway? You're the one that lives in your head. You're reality. You're the one that's laid down overnight and go to sleep. Like, I get up each day and try to be the best person I can be each day. Like, it's literally like each decision is how can I be better. I was like being conscious of how I'm feeling when I'm doing that. The situation of having what's triggering certain moments. Like, it's a complex thought process I go through, but I've been through fucking lot. I've had to fucking heal, and that's what these are the processes do it, and it becomes simpler and simpler. It almost becomes automatic. But it's just those first steps of actually wanting to do it. Like, it's making that choice to go, all right, I'm getting that way. This is what happened last time. This is the first. This is what happened last time. This is what made me feel. I didn't like that. It made me feel guilty. It was not their fault. They reacted like that. But I'm too prideful to admit it. So this time, I'm feeling like that. I'll try something else instead of reacting in that way. I'll remove myself from it, or you'll do something different. Doesn't matter if you fail it. It just means you get to not do that same failure again. I won't do it like that because it was the same result. Or that result was worse. Don't do that again. Or that really fucking that shattered me. Like, it's shit like that. It's like, and you just eventually you just keep getting up over and over and over again, and you learn how not to do things, and you just keep trying, and eventually you're bossing them, and then you'll go for a little patch. You get mad, like, it was good. Oh yeah, I'm subhuman. No, then you get whacked down. There's something else that you haven't figured. Like, there's always something you got to heal, but there's like your big things that stop you from being authentically yourself. The things that stop you from being happy are usually the things that are placed on you from other people, and that's the step. That's the step. That's the first step, literally, to being happy. Just figuring out those things and how your behavior is altered by those things, and how can you take control of them. It's like, literally, why would you give someone else power? Like, you reacting at someone is literally you giving them power of you. Like, they just said something and made you react, like made your energy just go like how that was, made you feel how you felt. You just gave that person that power by because you put what their opinion was over yours, or how you felt. You say how you gave yourself. Who cares what Joe Blow fucking thinks? And if it is someone that you love or loves you, supposed to love you, like you that's not easy, but it's at the same time, it's the unconditional love is actually, why would you want someone that you love to act in ways that are not authentically them, which is the reason why you love them, from behaviors that you're doing, you know what I mean, like, or you can't control or something like that. It's like, I'd rather be without them. Rather be without them. So I've already got a sticky beak, which is my mother, I reckon. She's caused a lot of my fucking family traumas with just like normal shit that people do. Like, they control the narrative, they control the information, they talk to certain people in certain groups, and different groups will get different information to control, to make certain people look bad, or to make them look better, or the victim, or hard done by, or what is a victim mentality. It's absolutely bullshit, because all you're doing is putting your traumas on other people and trying. It's I call it black magic. It's fucking terrible. Everything's got a price. All energy's got a price. Like, no matter what you do, it's all energy's got a price. But anyway, yeah. So I decided I was struggling to work for a bit there, because all I could think about was think about her, and then I just I had to make myself happy, because I had this spark which like it literally sparked my soul. I had to try and make myself happy. I'd try and start doing the things, and I started throwing myself into me, because that's the only thing I could control. Like, I didn't want to be around anybody. People didn't want to be around me because I was miserable. So all you start doing when you're by yourself is start trying to make yourself happy. And usually it's distractions. Distractions aren't bad. They're very, very useful tools sometimes. But it was like, I don't know. I do get lost sometimes. It is like 4 a.m. here, and the reason I actually made this video is because I've had some pretty crazy experiences that are unexplained. Well, I know they're explained, but like in normal sense, explained, and it's definitely up there. But anyway, I did not be up there. Bullshit there. Invasion of privacy. And like, what was that? This video, right? I know I had to make it. I had to do it raw too, so I was like, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to put a video up. I don't want to be seen like this. I really don't. But like, it's honestly a gift I can give to the world. It's like how to truly be happy. But anyway, so I was at work, and this company it wasn't. They'd take advantage of that. Overpriced gouge. It was very. What can you basically try the mentality of you live to work, not the work to live. Because I for sure don't like going to work and doing things to other people that I don't want to do or don't feel aligned with me. So like, why was I doing it? So I could earn money, so I could live. Like, it makes no sense. You're like the slave. Fucking, it's the beginning of slavery. It's bullshit. But anyway. So I call this sort of stuff as anything with trauma and heartache and stuff. It triggers a lot of emotions and repressed things and way stuff and all that sort of stuff. And I've always wanted to. I wanted to be a boxer. My pop was a boxer. He was a very talented boxer, a very, very kind man. He used to teach the youth and all that sort of stuff. And he used to like. He was one of those blokes, the old school sort of mentality, like very good man. Very good story with him. A lot of untold stuff, but anyway. So I had a friend who's a professional boxer, female, and or what used to be, and she took me under her wing and fucking tried to guide me. She has been for like years, but it was always hit and miss. She was always busy. People have their own shit, and I was just not sure. So I was doing a lot of it myself. I was literally doing myself. What was I? Two fights for 2 wins out of 4 fights at my record at the moment, but that was only at the time. I was 2 fights, 1 loss, and then I my 2 wins, 1 loss. I went out. I wanted to do this thing. I lost. Went out fucking. Of course, I wasn't properly trained. I wasn't healed. I was full went out there. I basically held my breath and just tried to power on, which is just silly. It's not how boxing works. It's all about control. Up here. Then fortuitously, I got one to who's my coach now. Absolute mastermind when it comes to boxing. The whole circumstances of how we came into alignment with our things, like it was very rocky. It was my first love's fucking best mate. My first love's took off with a bloke who's this is his best mate. It was it was a situation. That's all it was. But it is what it is. He always treated me with respect and always held me in like he had his mate, but he's like always treated me with respect. So I always had respect for him. And I knew he knew he was on blocking. He's got 2 pro sons. He's a very talented. He's a very good man. Don't believe everything he's a very good man. He's going to change the world of boxing in Australia, I think. But it's neither here nor there. I know I'm having a cigarette, but this is very hard. And do you know what? They're few and far between sometimes. So like, you know what? It is what it is. And I've trained hard. I train very hard. But yeah, last 12 months every day, just going doing training with him. Sparring with the boys, backyard stuff out in the streets. Not even gyms, but learning more than I've ever learned more in my life. And each day I wasn't working out because I quit my job. Just I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it no more. Just didn't ring true to me. It was absolutely destroying me to go in there every day. So I threw into everything. I said, you know what, I'm gonna bet on John. I'm gonna do me. Even if I fail, I'm doing something that I care about. Do you know what I mean? I could be poor and happy than rich and unhappy. I'd rather be fucking poor and happy, bro, all day. And I had to disconnect from all the fucking things. So I was like, I moved in with a mate, supposed mate, but he was a mate at the time. Well, he has his own dramas and old traumas, which is, that's him, but it's when you put it on other people, it doesn't. And then when you knowingly do it, it's a different story, especially of 27-year friendship. But anyway, they helped me out. His brother helped me out. It was cheap rent. I was only on I was getting $700 a fortnight selling, and 200 weeks going on rent. So what's that? 400, and you got what? 300 to play, like to have to feed yourself, to get round, do anyone. I've lost my license. I was an idiot when I was younger. I always made impulsive choices, doing things for other people, myself, or wanted to make people happy. So it influenced my choices and decisions. And obviously, when you like going through trauma and that, you go to usually try. I went to drugs. I met a lot of people in that world that were real people. Like there's a lot of trauma. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from listening to people, talking to them, finding out their side of the story, and then trying to understand it. And then by understanding it, I learned more about myself and how I may have dealt with situations or things of why people may have acted it towards me in certain situations that made me feel in certain ways, which inadvertently gave me understanding of why they done it to me, and they allowed me understanding how I reacted, and we were both just coming from places that were both hurt and not really our real selves, and you get forgiveness about that. It's like next thing you know, that trauma's gone. It's like it just disappears like a weight. You sit on it and you listen to it, and you understand it. By understanding it, it loses loses all its power. It's it's an incredible process, to be honest. And always, I don't know, I always yawn after it, but for some reason, yawning seems to be one of those releases of energies. I always do after talking about something that or even understanding something that was holding me back or placing some sort of block in my mind or mentality or behaviours or whatever it was. It's quite incredible. So I had no money and I had to go without I have like $20 on it. I go about this. I smoke pot. My mate was a freaking bloke I lived with. It was a dealer. Smoked like it wasn't good stuff. And it doesn't help when that person's there in front of you, puts in front of you, enables you, and all that sort of stuff. So like I had to go through. Money was tight, and like you try and escape too. Not to mention everyone that seemed around me seemed to just disappear, like just gone because no one was there to help me. I'd made this decision. Like some people didn't agree with it, some people did, but they just wanted to sit and watch me struggle because they wanted to see what happened. But like, that's a lot of people do. They'll just sit back and watch what happens and see if you struggle or watch you wail about in the water, pretty much without a floaty. But anyway, so that put me in isolation almost, and like you got no money to go out. Well, I'm training anyway, and that's hard enough as it is. Like it's I had no license, so I was skating there. It was like taking me from Wallsend to Newcastle in the city, Hamilton. So I'd skate there every day. I'd skate from Wallsend to Warrabrook train station, and then I'd catch the train from the Warrabrook train station to Hamilton train station, and then I'd skate to my destination where my coach was. And like some days you'd miss, some days you don't, and they're always very hard. Like especially, but I was at the same time, which is what I wanted to do. So it wasn't as hard as like when you're doing what you want to, when you love, it's not really work. Like I wanted to do it. I was putting everything on me. So all I wanted to do was make myself better, fit in with my whole mantra of like, be the best person I be, better than I was 2 seconds ago. Like, it's pretty simple. That's what I did. And like, I had to go through all. Like, I realized to do that. And what I was doing, because my ADD or whatever you want to call it, hyperactivity or brain running too fast or feeling too many people's energies and influenced by them, or like you walking, like just all that stuff. Past traumas, like they're real bad for like childhood stuff is real bad for like. It makes your head muddled, and then you try and do minute movements and things in boxing and keeping a clear head with emotions and that. Like you can't, it just doesn't work together. That's why you see all top athletes, they've all either had a tough, like the real top ones, like they've had a tough journey they've healed from, and they've become more knowing of who they are really and what drives them. And that extra drive is what the thing gets them over the line, gets them the passion. It's just the thing that allows them to keep getting up and over again. Why would you keep getting up if you don't want to do it? Like, it just makes no sense. You just give up. I don't care about this. You give up easier, but when you really want something, you'll get up. You'll put that little extra 10% in. And that's what it's about. It's about finding that thing that you love, that thing that drives you. And mine was, I started boxing because of my grandfather. I liked the way that it gave me control over my emotions and thoughts and all that stuff, and it ended up putting me on a journey of healing. It literally made me go back past traumas that I passed that all years. I'm talking younger fella. Like, why did I never fit in with my family? Why did I always the one that was always picked on? Why was I always the one left out? Why was I always second choice? Like, all this stuff. And you think they're the things that stop you from making decisions in the future. They influence your future decisions. And if they're influencing, they're usually not in a good way. They're not going to make you take that chance or be confident in that forward step, which you have to be in boxing. Like, you can't really be shaky when you step to go like to slip something, fucking bodge and like you can't. It's just like, oh, my head used to race because I used to doubt myself so much. and it used to inhibit me, and that's why I had to go on this journey. I had a lot of time by myself. I was very fortunate, but at the same time, it was torture. It was one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life, but it was also the best. Some of the realizations I had at that time was just so incredible. Feelings of release were incredible, but the lows were those ones that I had to revisit again. Sit with them. Why wasn't there? And it's not easy. It's brave. It's really brave. It's brave to cry. It's brave to sit there. It's brave to be in your emotion, because your emotions are the hardest thing you can have in this world. The things that no one else can hold up or help you with. It's only you. And it's like, that's a scary thing. Like, to have no one there to help you with your emotions. You can talk about them, but at the end of the day, it's you that's got to deal with them. Like, why would you let other people have power over them? Like, why would you let them? That makes no sense. It just makes no sense. And everyone knows these things, but they all make excuses. What are the facts that matter? This makes me happy. This doesn't make me happy. This does this. Let's bring it down to that, and then go, why doesn't this do that? And this being present in the moment. Like, you end up being in situations that you know are trigger moments, and you'll be like, well, these are the things that you've already discovered about yourself, and you take a note. All right, that's there. They're all trigger moments. How can I? Then you're like, it makes it easy. How can I remove them? Or how can I avoid them? Or, you know what? This situation, it's kill myself. I have to live it. And you have to make that choice. And look, sometimes it means walking away from mates that you've known for 27 years. But end of the day, is like, what happens if you've got two people that are hurt and traumatized? All they do is just hurting each other. It makes no sense. How is that love? Like, how is that to be with someone? Even if one person is traumatized and the other person's healed, if you're the traumatized person, why would you want to subject that to that person, the person you love, to make them not the person that you love? Because your behavior is going to cause shit on them, that act their behavior out of character. Like, that just doesn't make no sense to me. That's not love. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is playing, I'll walk away because I love this person for who they are, and I don't want my unhealed traumas to my behaviors to change that person in any way whatsoever. That's love, because you love that person for who they are, not for who they could be or was or anything like that. That's who they are. So that's all it is, and you want someone to love you for who you are unconditionally. It's just as simple as that. And sometimes that means walking away from people, because walking away can be sometimes the best thing in the world. It's so traumatizing. It hurts. It's fucking unnatural to walk away from someone you love. But like, in the end of the day, it's gonna make you be happier in your life. And you know what? It might actually bring a moment to them where they go, well, why did that person walk away from me? And that moment of thought and that question, wouldn't you want that person to heal if you love them too? So by you walking away helps them. It makes all the sense in the world. And like, one of the reasons I'm making this video, and I am psychic, and my intuition is deadly precise. Like, it's ridiculously precise sometimes. It's actually scary. I don't like to even admit it to myself, because it's actually scary how scary it is. But like, it's just like, I don't know. Just crazy. Yeah, but anyway. Message. Excuse me, guys. Have a drink. Lemonade and pre-workout, because it's 4 a.m. or whatever it is now, and I need to keep awake. I'll try and be articulate if I can, but we'll see how it happens. I stutter. I get overexcited. You just call me Porky back in the day. Porky Pig. That's all, folks. Yeah, that's what shit. Or like, what's it called? Oh, no, Happy Gilmore. So like, Billy Madison. My mama said that happiness is little rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue. That was weird. What happened then? But that is super weird. Why is it doing that? It's never done that ever. That's heaps weird it did that. That was super. That was nice. But anyway, as I say, I got distracted with my own stupidity, but that's fine. Come on. Anyway. Yeah, just healing. I'm sorry if I missed, but then I am very sorry in the morning, and I'm a bit of a dick. I got distracted with my own stuff, but that's life. That's me. I love it. That's who I am. I wouldn't change me for a second. And I wouldn't want the person who loved me to change me for a second. I think that's what I was talking about, unconditional love. But anyway. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, this is happening 12 months later. As I said, we got the confirmation of the feelings, all that sort of stuff. Found out some stuff. That I just found out some stuff, but it didn't matter. That didn't matter shit to me. It really didn't. I thought it was just more like the fact that the games kept playing, and then the manipulation, and then I think it was like, how can you? Yeah, so like at the same time, as much as I love this girl, as much as she loves me, I know she does, but like she can't love herself. She won't love herself enough to choose what she feels right or in her heart or whatever it is. I have to walk away, because what is that doing to me? It destroys me. Absolutely destroys me. But it is what it is, and I hope that all I want is her to be happy. That's all I want. And if I walk away, maybe she might realize something and not make the same mistake again, or at least, I don't know, there might be some. There's just some that's gonna do good to this. I just know that one. I even think my psychic, what I really fucking, my intuition tells me is that it's all gonna work out, and it's gonna be one of those beautiful notebook love stories. So, but like actually, yeah, and then just be beautiful. But anyway, I've followed my dreams. I've done everything I'm supposed to, and I got backed every way of the way. Like I followed my heart, and even when I had no money or something had to come up, and like this is something that my heart, like it was for what my heart desired for my boxing or something like that. It always come through. Like if it was I'd always be supported. Like some people luck. I don't call it luck at all. There is something that's behind this veil, and I have felt it. Some crazy situations, some crazy synchronicities, actual physical touches of the divine. Like it's incredible, and I actually, it's the key to all that. Is through your heart. That's what this is what this world was meant to be made on. It was love. It was understanding. It's to be everyone to be able to be heard and be free. It's none of this not what we've made it into. It's not right. Women, we don't protect our women no more. We make them. We've completely shattered the whole feminine energy. You got people. I'm a divine feminine. It's not nothing to do with fucking gender. It's literally an energy, and if you actually go back to what a feminine energy is a creative energy, and what a masculine energy is, then they're nothing to do with gender. Like you got creation and destruction in the same thing. They're mirrors of each other, but the same thing. They're one of the two halves of the one whole. Like the masculine and the feminine. Without one, the other one falls out of balance. Like there's a code in the universe. It's the way everything works. There's a pattern. That pattern works over and over and over again. You can apply it to everything. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like all the answers that we've ever wanted are inside us, and like we are a reflection of our own thoughts and who we are. Like as within, as without. It's not just a saying. It's really like you think you're a fat pig, you're gonna be a fat pig because you'll eat like a fat pig. Like it's literally how you are. You are how you act. Like you need. Anyway, pet peeve. It's alright. But I don't know. It's just what it is. But anyway, I've done all the work. I've done all this work, and I was back the whole way. My coach has got me to a position where I am unrecognisable in the physical. Like I seem to feel like I get younger. Even my skin looks younger. Body's younger. I've always been a big kid. Never lose. Why grow up? Grown ups are sad. What you can still do the things you need to do. You can still keep that spark. That spark is the closest thing you'll ever get to divine. It's to be closest when the child is child. Why would you want to chuck that away when all it does is all this society try does to you? It's dumb. Like, like as I said, divine feminine, divine masculine energies are not gender based. I am a divine feminine. I'm very caring. I'm very empathetic, very creative. I like going in the garden and nurturing things. I like healing people. I like making people feel comfortable. But the same, and I'm not a big fan of conflict or anything like that. But at the same time, the other end of that scale of how much I love is the balance point of that divine feminine. They look at any, like, you don't get between a mother and a child. Like, someone who's like, you shouldn't. It's one of the most beautiful things in the world. A mother would do much more. I'm much more scared of women than I am of men because of how much they love. And if I've encountered their wrath, I can know what the scale of what it can go to on the other end of it because I know how much they can love. And it's the same. Masculine energies aren't loving in that. They're just, to be honest, my understanding of it is not complete because I'm not a divine masculine. I care, I love, I do all that. So I see divine masculine as very practical, very logical. They'll take into account all facts and that before making a decision. Where divine feminine is more reactive. Like, these are the sort of things that these energies, and I think a lot of people, why we have this transgender issues and the cat issues and people wanting to be meow meow. I don't know. Whatever you want to be you. I don't care. If that's what it is, do it. I'm happy for you. Love it. But it's as simple as like you just can't. You got people, blokes, boys, whatever they are, but they might be interested in certain different things, and because there's this stereotype of this is the mold that this female is going to be set in, or this male is going to be set in, they feel outside the mold. You've created someone that feels already outcasted, and next thing you know, they're trying to look for something that makes them, they can somewhat feel good about, or feel accepted or seen. They might find a community, whatever that is, or they might find interest. They might have liked cats, and who knows? And they might identify it, and cats might be the only person they're friends with. So they thought, I'll be a cat. Who knows? But we've created these groups and saying you have to fit in these boxes, and these boxes don't fit people, and that's why people start trying to create their own box. People. If you love who you love, like, you want to dress up and stuff, you want to dress up. That's who you identify. That's fine. That's cool. But there's no need. Like, there's no need to put people in boxes, because all we do is create disconnect, and we create divisions amongst ourselves, which make people squabble. Makes the house of cards fall down. Like, you can't do that. We're stronger together. We're stronger united. We're better. We're all different. We're all unique, and we're all. If we all just try to be the better person of ourselves today, we're all gonna make mistakes. But at the end of the day, we're gonna it's gonna be it's gonna It's just what it is. It's like we're gonna be better. We'll always be better, and even when we fail, we'll get up again because we're all trying to be better. And do we really want someone, our loved ones, do we want to give up and not try and be that person for the people that we love? Like, it's like, do you love them or do you love yourself? Like, it should be both. Like, by loving yourself, you love others. Like, that's the true depth of things. You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself, because then you can't have those boundaries to understand unconditional love. What it is to love someone, not to love yourself or love the things, how they make you feel. It's actually the true appreciation of what that thing is or person is. And their true appreciation of you, to be truly seen, to truly be authentic is a beautiful thing. I can't do it. I can't not be authentic these days. I really can't. It's jarring. I can't do it. I end up reacting, and I find myself reacting to people in ways and speaking up that I never spoke up before. And that's just by far and it's the best feeling, like knowing. One of my favourite things to do is to go skating with my dog. Have my bucket hat on. Just be me, and you surprise the amount of looks like me just doing me, like it just bewilderment of people. It's like, how's he doing that? Well, I'm doing it because why not? Because I wanted to, not because someone told me I couldn't do it. I'm telling you right now, I will be. My coach, he's lined up. Well, supposed to be the New South Wales title, but he said he can get me the Australian title, and he said he's pretty well fucking. I've got it. I can go. He's believing me to do it. So my next fight most likely will be the Australian title. I've gone from 4 fights, 36 years old, going to the Australian title. I am going to take that, and then I am going to go pro, and I'm going to teach kids how to box, and I want to be able to impart my knowledge to them and give them the self-confidence and belief in their self, the control of their own emotions, realize they're not so fragile, that everyone is special, and like it's like, yeah, I want to give that gift to kids. I want to give that to the next generation, because I believe building a building or having a name on something doesn't mean shit what it gets gone after 1 generation, 2 generations. If you can touch someone's life, have a conversation with someone that might heal something, that might give them an epiphany that's been holding them back, or been a past trauma from generations and generation to generation, you can break that line, and you can affect people 10, 20 generations down the line. Is much better. If you might have your name to it, but you've made a bigger impact than you could ever do with a building, or even something. Yeah, if everyone, it could be the place that we want it to be, but it's a lot, like, just takes people to wake up, start trying to live by the heart, and do it. Ask themselves one question, like, what makes me happy? What am I passionate about? What am I, when I talk about, makes me, my eyes glitter, and I sort of start rambling, and people go, just can't talk about this again. It was like, yes, I am, because I love it, and this is what I do, and I just get it. It just makes my fire. It's like it just gives you energy out of nowhere. You can be the tiredest person in the world, and you start talking about it, and you start going. That's what everyone needs to ask what they're doing. And do you know what? If everyone, I guarantee, because with the amount of differences everyone is, if everyone literally did what they loved, there wouldn't be a job in the world that wasn't fulfilled. There's some people out there that like doing paperwork. There's like some people that like doing all these things, but not only would all the jobs get done, they would be done better. They would be, you wouldn't, it would just be a happy, it's a start. It's just a start. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure I've rambled a lot. I haven't talked about my whole. I'll get more up here, but like there's more to come. I'm in the midst of the night. The reason I put this video is I met someone tonight, and I've been putting this video up, but I didn't know how to or why I had to do it. And I was talking to someone, the 2 most beautiful parents I've ever met, and they're struggling, and the disconnect. They're feeling the same things I did, that I felt, and I didn't know what to do. It was struggling. It was thrashing. It was magic carp out of water. But it's just like, what I saw it, and I've gone, I've done that. I healed it. I need to tell people, and this is probably has come out all wrong, but I don't care, because all I've done is talk about me being authentically myself, and I've just talked about it. I've just done it. I probably rambled. I've skipped bits, so I've gone over stuff. But who cares? I think my point's getting across. It's all about sitting with your healing, doing it, doing the hard yards, living love, this unconditional love business. It's been perverted. Everything's been perverted. And once you start opening your eyes up, like you start seeing things, it's ridiculous. The truths that come out, the glass, it's like these glasses that have been painted the world that you've kept on for your own survival. You take off and you live with yourself and to live, not to survive, but to live. That's what I want for my kids. I haven't got kids. I would make me the happiest man in the world, but it would also break my heart to, I don't know, just if I couldn't, if how the situations go today, I really wouldn't. It would break my absolute heart. I don't know. I still have hope. I missed, yeah, terribly. I have hope. I reckon there will be. It's, you know what? Either way, I've got to move forward, and I am. And that's part of it. It's ridiculously hard. It breaks my heart. But you do it, you walk away. And I hope that she wakes up in time before I find someone else, because I will. I know I'm a good bloke. I know I don't want to go anymore. I don't chase no more. There's no chasing to be done. Why would you need to prove yourself to other people? They don't see your worth. They're not worth your time. They don't see themselves. They don't see their own worth. That's why they can't see yours. And you'd be surprised how much that annoys people when you start living in it, because you start reflecting back their own insecurities, and they start, yeah. It's a chain of events. It is what it is. I don't know if it's end this yet, but I will. I hope I got everything down for you, but yeah. I hope I said everything I need to say. I hope I've done my authentically self proud, and I hope I've done my ancestors, my family, my family above. For ones that are with me, not ones that are here, not with me, that aren't fucking helping me, that aren't doing anything. But you know what? I am walking away as well for that too. For myself, because I love myself. I have to love myself because I love the world. You can't love the world alone. Love yourself. Every villain hates himself. That's what they hate the world. They want it destroyed because they want themselves destroyed. I'm a dickhead. Love is all. Have a good night. My name's Sam. Well, I miss you.